After going online looking for a 2D man kissing, I noticed that one of my favorite manhwas was not being mentioned at all. Maybe because it ended some time ago. What's the exact date? I couldn't find it. But hey, according to Barnes and Noble, we'll be getting a physical copy soon. Hello everyone, Ren here, or Alias, and today I shall talk about Cherry Blossoms After Winter. First things first, if you just want to know if it's good, I do recommend it. According to YouTube, my view retention is a minute, so go read it. It's on Tapitoon. The first couple of chapters are free, then you gotta pay. You know, we all gotta play the game. Now, the story is about two boys that have been living together since they were kids. Haebom and Tae-sung, or Tae-sung. It's been a long time since I've taken Korean. And the reason they're living together isn't some what are you doing, step bro, kind of remarriage trope. It's actually quite somber. Haebom's parents passed away, and Haebom's mom was close to Tae-sung's mom. So she was kind enough to take Haebom in when he was a little kid. And that's the synopsis. After this point, there's some spoilers for the series. And they weren't really close until their last year of high school. Like, they would walk past each other, but just be like, hey, you know? Kinda very elevator conversation-y. And as the high school year goes on, you see them develop a relationship, and a lot of the typical rom-com drama stuff that you expect. Like, there's even a bully. He's like the main antagonist of this arc. If you've seen the live action, I haven't. I think it ends on season 1, because according to the synopsis I read, the last episode of season 1 is when they talk to Tae-sung's mom about their relationship. And I couldn't get through the live action series because of the cringe. Like, I've mentioned this before with the whole sweet bread incident. Like, they didn't adapt moments to fit the live action. It's like they tried to make a live action anime instead of a live action soap opera based on a manhwa. So they kept stuff that only works on the 2D world. Anyways, after season 1, they go to college, where they get a house to themselves. It is revealed here that Tae-sung is loaded with cash. Like, his whole family, both his mom and his dad, which are divorced or split apart. They're mega rich. Like, Tae-sung bought a house so him and Haebom can live closer to the university on a whim. It's like he bought 65% less fat baked glazed potato bag chips, which are the best chips according to my opinion. So in season 2, we see what it's like for them to be a couple and how they balance school life with relationship life. And there's still some drama rom-com that happens. The bully doesn't make a comeback. Like, they kept all the high school drama stuff back in high school, which is nice. A lot of rom-coms a lot of BLs that I see that are set in high school just feel like they don't grow out of the high school. And it is nice to see the relationship between them, like how they both have their own way to show affection to each other, and how each of their personalities complements the other. And the big bad boss here is the Tae-sung's father, and it is very clear that Tae-sung and his dad have a rocky relationship, you know? Not because the dad's homophobic or something, but it has to do with his relationship with Haebom. Basically how if he starts dating Haebom, since, you know, they took him in like when he was little, Haebom might be forced to say yes to Tae-sung just because of the power dynamic. Because, you know, he lived his whole life with him. He's basically family. And it was nice to see that they didn't go the easy, that's a homophobe route. They just went with something, I guess, more real. And on the final chapters, Taesung shows how much he actually loves Haebom. That this isn't, forced upon anybody. And he decides to like grab himself by the sack and confront his own dad about this. And speaking of Taesung's sack, we now go to season 3. And in season 3, the rating changes because, you've only seen guys kissing. You only need to be 13 plus to do that. And you get to see them be lovey-dovey, like cuddling and hugging and all this stuff. But now, on season 3 with an 18 plus rating, we get to see them. And the payoff was nice. 2 seasons for this. The whole world rejoiced. And Manwha, the author, the Manwha, I guess, I don't know if that's the term, wasted no time. Episode 1, Season 3, and he got down to it. Man wrote SAO's chapter 16.5, the infamous Glop Glop. And this moment may have gotten me bricked up. But you know what's really important? The moments that made my heart bricked up. We get to explore some unsavory parts of the relationship, like jealousy. I distinctly remember a chapter where Haebom saw Taesung's ex. She was a pretty girl, and Haebom got into his head that he won't be as good as a girl, And he starts thinking that Taesung may leave him for someone better than him. So they go to their home together, and Haebom takes initiative in the bedroom. It's usually Taesung that does this. And he decides to give him, a blowy. And as he's doing this, he does something in the middle that makes Taesung flinch. And Haebom proceeds to say sorry, and he starts crying. And then Haebom tells Taesung how he was feeling, because, it's not normal for that to happen. And Taesung reassures Haebom that he is the one he wants to be with. He doesn't want anybody else. And they share a nice cuddly moment together. There were also times where Taesung gets jealous. They really show the different personalities of them. Because when Taesung gets jealous, instead of trying to do something new, he just does what he does, but he gets a lot more aggressive. Not abusive, he doesn't beat him up or yell at him, but he becomes pushy. Then he feels regret, shame, and guilt for being pushy. And then Haebom notices that, that something isn't right, because Haebom looks guilty, and he reassures him that he has nothing to feel jealous about, that he's also the one he wants to be with. But season 3 is not all doom and gloom. We still get to see the happy couple doing happy couple stuff, like going on vacations, going on dates. Taesung gets a job as a baker because he wants to learn how to make desserts and cook stuff. And this season has my favorite panel out of the whole series, which is this one. But as the season comes to an end, so do their college lives. And they both graduate and start a job on season 4. Season 4 is life after college for our 2 boys. We've seen them go from seniors in high school all the way to their first job. They get a job at Taesung's parents' company, basically. But they didn't use nepotism to get there, because Taesung doesn't want to get handouts from his parents. They still live together, they still love each other very much. And this season is more about the life they want to build together now that they're out of the education system. And this is really nice. Again, a lot of BLs that I read after high school, they just kind of end the series. And there are BLs that I read where they meet as adults. I like them better. A lot of the BLs I read, when it's just rom-com, kissy stuff, education is basically the whole thing. And after the education portion, the series is just over because they're happily ever after. And this shows the after, which is really, really refreshing. I like the BLs where they meet as adults and they mesh their lives together instead of meeting as students and they just growing up together. It's a whole new perspective. It's a whole new It's a whole new thing. But here, of course, we saw them grow together since high school. So this kind of falls on the latter, but it also keeps going so we can see the other perspective. As for the drama in this season, there's some drama at the job. Like, their boss was kind of a dick at some point because they were the new guys and they thought they could bully them. Then there's also this other guy that tried to blackmail T-Sung to like make him force himself on him, basically. And it backfired immensely because they didn't know T-Sung was the son of the company's was the son of the vice president of the company. And that's like the only time Tae-sung used his power, if I remember correctly. And I really like that. Like, even though he was a rich boy, he never abused his power until he saw it was absolutely necessary to get a scumbag like this of the workplace, because he was a danger. He gets the worst ending. Manwha like had a personal grudge against this man. It was insane. By the end of the series, they have another vacation with, their old high school friends and stuff. We get to see them. We get to see the gang all together because they're high school friends. They also went with them through college. I forgot to mention that. And they hung out after work. And we get to see Tae-sung open up the bakery with Hey Bom. Because it was Tae-sung's dream. And Hey Bom's dream is to see Tae-sung happy. And hey, the reason it was his dream is because he always got to see Hey Bom's cake. Haha. Then, massive spoilers for the end of the series. Skip to this area if you don't want to get spoiled. They get married, and we get to see them go on a honeymoon. Alright, spoiler over. I like how real this series feels sometimes. And how it got a happy ending with no external drama. No one cheated. No one fell out of love. No one found someone else. All the drama and all the hardships that happen through the relationship happen within the relationship. The self-doubt, the insecurities, the jealousy, stuff like that. They all work through them together because they all happen due to both of them being in a relationship. And after they worked out those problems, they grew closer as a couple. And that's why Cherry Blossoms After Winter is one of the best BLs I've ever read. This is Manwha's magnum opus. He's truly a master at this craft of men kissing. Well, this has been all. This has been Ren, or Alias. I'm back on the elf avatar. Bye bye.